I think gaming coins will see some of the highest returns during the next bull run, and so do people such as Alex Becker and LEO Trades. In this video, I show you guys 3 of my top picks from the gaming sector that I think have the ability to do a 25x or more. Remember, smack that like button like it owes you money and help grow the crypto community and help it thrive. Thanks guys, let's get started. Alright guys, first up on our list is Immutable X, currently sitting at $1.21 here on CoinGecko. This is not just a single game, but a whole ecosystem for Web3 games and developers. So not only does Immutable host games, such as these shown down here that I'm scrolling through, they actually give the developers, the creators of these games, tools to help integrate things such as wallets and the Web3 aspects into their games, so it's a lot easier. So that means the developers can spend more of their time working on the game itself, instead of messing with the Web3 things such as the wallet integration, and that's just one thing Immutable does. They also make it easy for games to integrate NFTs, and then they host the marketplaces for the NFTs. So here's one for a card game that they have for Gods Unchained, and you can come here and buy and sell, trade the cards that you would use in the game itself. Hopping back over to CoinGecko, as we showed earlier, it was 121 currently. If you scroll down, looks like the all-time high is about 952. I'm going to click on the max here. That was in November of 2021, it looks like. All-time low is about 37 cents. So it's at the point where I think the risk to reward ratio is about right. About a month or two ago, I've been starting to invest into Immutable X, which is a good reason that you guys need to get subscribed and turn the noties on so that way you guys can get my videos and start doing the same. I think it'll progressively go up through the bull run, but if there is a AAA game or some game that goes crazy that is hosted by Immutable X themselves, like I said, since they host multiple games, then the price for Immutable X is going to go absolutely crazy. So that is what we're all hoping for. Alright guys, next up on our list is Illuvium, currently sitting at about $94 right now. Illuvium is not just a single game, it is a trio of games, so 3 different games kind of all in one. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay of one of them currently. Alright guys, so here we are in one of the Illuvium games, Illuvium Overworld. This is one of the 3 games that they currently have. I'm not good or a pro at the game at all by any means. I'm just going to show you guys, run around, kind of give you a look of what the game looks like. This right here I think is visually one of the most impressive Web3 games out there, if not the number one. I think if something like this can take off or get any mainstream push behind it, it's going to be game over. Their second game they have is a auto battler, which I'm not super familiar with, the game type anyway. I've not played a whole bunch, but it looks pretty cool from what I can see. I don't really know how to play everything. Their third game is a city builder, which I do not currently have access to because I believe it requires one of their NFT land plots to actually build on top of. But from what I know, all 3 games are kind of like integrated into each other. You play one to get materials to play the other, to get materials to play the other. You don't necessarily have to play all of them. You could play one and sell the materials, to somebody else that plays the other 2 or just one. The concept is pretty interesting and the games look very cool, I think. So I think this has a high chance of doing well in the future. Hopping back over to CoinGecko, as I showed earlier, currently sitting at about $94. If I scroll down, go to the max again, it looks like the all-time high is currently around $1,900 with the all-time low around $30. So once again, for me, I think the risk to reward ratio is about right. And I think, like I was saying, if this one gets any mainstream media push behind it, or anything happens remotely to this, I think it can skyrocket and go close to what it was or even higher depending on how crazy it goes. And last but not least, we have Katana Inu, which is, full disclosure, a much more micro cap coin, currently sitting at 0.00068. The market cap of this one is currently only 17 million. So be very, very wary with this one. This one's a lot more risky than the other 2. Not that the other 2 aren't risky. But this one is a battle royale game. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay of it here. So as we can see, it looks pretty cool, I think. They post constant updates, which I'll show in just a little bit. The game looks fluid. Graphics are pretty cool. I think for the Web3 space, it's pretty cool. Here's their Twitter, where they have around 60,000 followers. And they post constant updates, which I like. So here they have a new skin coming out, it looks like. They're always posting new stuff. Doing AMAs. All that kind of stuff you like to see. New login screens, love it. Last thing I wanted to show, this is also from their Twitter. They have a bunch of high name people working on their team. Ryan Horn, ex-Binance NFT director and Web3 visionary, joins Katana Inu as global strategic advisor. So this is not the only thing I've seen of this. Like I said, there's other big name people that have actually recently went over to Katana Inu. So I think that's looking bright for the future. As I mentioned, this one's a much more micro cap coin, so take that into consideration. It has the ability to go up way faster and down way faster. I think if there's any big news with this coin, it can skyrocket very easily, seeing as the market cap is so low and the people backing it. I think this is a good risk to reward ratio for me personally anyway, and I am currently investing in it. I urge you guys to do your own research on these 3 coins and decide if it's the right investment for you. If so, decide what you want to do, how much you want to put in, and get started. Let's get going, guys.